I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am. I'm living in this mess that is part of my trauma. I'm living in the I'm living in the mess that is part of my trauma. My problem didn't just start. I don't know where I'm to look for this thing now. My problem didn't just start. My problem didn't just start. And they are not looking at they are not looking at the cause. They're not looking at the cause of what cause the causes of how I am here. They're not looking at the causes. They're not looking at the causes. Nobody's looking at the causes. So I have nothing left. And it's under here, the pain. Because nothing is going down. Does anybody think I want to be living like this? No. I don't want to be living like this. But it's sad that my husband wrote everything is self-fulfilling prophecy. My husband wrote that they am being used. My husband wrote that I'm being used. And I'm being used. His family used me. My family used me. My two sons only come here to forward. Yeah. Oh. I'm calling to track down our savings. Yes. People, um, calling nationwide, so I might as well talk the story. My husband and I had savings at nationwide because my husband will put money in banks so he gets the best interest. So he'll be searching around where to put the money. When my husband put my name on his account at Nationwide Savings, there was some problems. In the end, I am the one I'll always raise concerns, whether verbally or in writing, but I prefer to use verbally. Everybody's always apologizing, like how Lloyds now is offering me £100 for what they did to me. Right. Throughout all this time, I'm with Nationwide. Savings account with my husband, yes. I continued with Barclays because I need consistency and continuity in anything I do. Yeah. So this was my experience at Barclays. I begged the paper and they came here and interviewed me. Yes. My grandson, who is now 20 years old, not talking to me. I don't know if he's in contact with his father. When, because I said I had a situation where I need consistency, continuity. So I deal with people when because of my hidden disabilities. So there are times when I don't use the thingy. I prefer to deal with a person. That's how I best function. So when Barclays now done it, take my money the second time, the 27th of September 2021, I was sat here getting ready to go out when a phone call came in. Didn't know who it was. I didn't even get his name, but Richard Harty. After I left here, the phone call, I record people. It's my right. And people are saying I'm recording them and don't get my permission. So you're telling me a fraudster call me, a scammer call me. And I'm to get that scammer permission before I can record that scammer? I record the conversation. I can hear certain threats. Most times when I capture police and whatever, it's live I'm doing, and certain threats come across, they will block them out. So I heard the threats and I realized. So I record. Yeah. After I left here, I went into Barclays. I take my husband's money to go. I take my husband's money to go send for my son's wife to help with university. My son came here and he didn't tell me he needed help until he went back to Jamaica. So, or else my son would have say, "Mom, I go take the money and go to put it in the bank because now I am not working for it to go send." I could have given my son the money to take. My son wait until he reached back Jamaica to tell me that he needed help for his wife. And I went to the bank. I don't do handwriting because sometimes I handwrite and I don't know what I write. So a 5 will look like a S or whatever. Worse, I have a medical report that says chronic anxiety affects writing. It not only affects my writing, now it's affecting my speech. After I left, when I went into Barclay, I said to my daughter-in-law, send the thingy. I had sent money before, so it's typewritten up. I took it to the Barclays. They said 3 people in the bank. A white lady, a black lady. She looked like she was on training. Because she reached out and asked the white lady, how you do so and so, and then they came over. So they go through the process. They said they couldn't do whatever, whatever, whatever. It had been done before. I said, whatever needs to be done, write it on the paper. And I come back here. I remember saying to my daughter-in-law, something is not right. So the money, now all I have in the bank is the money to pay the bills. Everything is gone. I'm not working. How many years I'm not working? So I make sure I have enough in the bank. Yes, I phoned the other day to find out about a savings that's supposed to be matured. And it usually I get the letter before my husband's birthday. That's a marker. I spoke to somebody who said the letter would be sent, and I'm still waiting. Yes, I am going to give you my. Let me get in the light so I can see properly. So the short code is 07, is 08, 0806 is South Africa, and the account number 27425981. Gradually, yeah. The housing government is I was told that the amount that is in it, so that means I've checked again. So I don't know why the letter hasn't arrived. Mm-hmm. I phoned up. Yeah, exactly. I usually, yeah, yeah. Not today. I am not well. Mm-hmm. 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 To you, it's plenty of time, but in my situation, it's just today is the 21st, and I have so much going on. So, I don't want to be blamed for whatever because there's a trend and a pattern going on, and I'm the one who is actually getting the backlash of it. So that's why I called up again to say, because I don't want to be accused of anything because I've been accused before. Hmm. All right, could you yeah, and could you put something there so they know that I'll be coming in? Is that possible? If I tell you my local branch, could you like maybe send them something to say that I'll be coming in to sort it out in case I don't get a letter? I don't know. I'm just asking. Okay, Brixton. Brixton, please. I've never been to Algate, and Algate is way out. I said Brixton, please. Okay. What if I can't get there before the 28th? Yeah, because yeah, but because it's matured on the 28th, I usually like to. That's why I'm asking, what if I can't get there because the ill health and everything that's happened to me at the moment. So It's not a certainty that I can get there for the 28th. Okay. Yeah, I just want to put just in case. I notice every little thing. So if not able to get there by the 28th, I will be the one who is at disadvantage because I will not be able to decide if I'm going to put it where I'm going to be earning higher interest. So then I'm going to be earning low interest, not because of my fault, because a delay in your system. That has nothing to do with me. The letter not coming, that's what I mean. So then I'll be one who will be disadvantaged. Yeah, because when customer is at fault and then we raise concerns, some of us are treated like second class citizens. But when it's the bank's fault, they will not do anything to sort of make redress or anything. I'm not saying I need redress at this point. I'm just saying on the basis of what has been done to me by Nationwide. Because Nationwide has been mean to me, especially since I lost my husband who is 101 years old. And Nationwide is responsible for me paying two rent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and today's the 21st. So it's not a guarantee it's gonna reach here before the 28th. Then again, there we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's just also I like to do things in the comfort of my home where I'm in because I have chronic anxiety and it affects writing and all those things. So I prefer to be in the comfort of my own home doing what I'm doing instead of being in an environment where I'm stressed. So these things are very important to me as well. Okay. Okay. Nationwide not only blame me for anything, Nationwide have discriminated against me. It's not to do with you personally. I know what you're saying. You want me to do a survey of the service I received. That is good. You're making sure I get the pack. Again, now you're making sure to give me the direction. But Nationwide overall has been nasty. Especially since my husband died. Nasty. My branch, other people that I've raised concerns about, yeah. Nationwide on a whole is nasty. Well, not in this lifetime, I don't think so. I just need whatever little I have so I can make arrangements. Imagine you have a customer that you imagine you have a customer live to be 101 year old, and after that, even before that, you started targeting both targeting me. Then that's gonna impact on him. And then after he died, I had to pay funeral money for funeral people to come for funeral twice because of nationwide malpractice. Yeah, and these things should be whatever. But I am the one who is the guilty party for speaking my truth. So the truth must be told. No, thank you. Okay. I sat here the other day and I called. So all they want now, I'm gonna do survey. I used to do survey, get 100, whatever, whatever. This reviews, la 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 la. They take it. Yes? And that's why I'm in the situation I'm in for raising concerns. Doing it gentle because this is very important to me. That's the last I have. Yes? What can I say and what can I say? So now I'm going to do a search every time this situation. So now we talk about it, this whatever, nationwide and how the trilogy of what come down. I meet Mimi Owusu, Imani Zenawi at an event where Garfield Robinson was there. That's when Garfield Robinson told me about his plans for his book. And I asked God, and I say to God, why have you left me to suffer, God? You must hate me, God. At this event, because my brother was here. My brother was here. Yes? My brother was here. So I left my brother with my husband because I had to get out. That's part of my socializing. I got to the event. As usual, I dress up to match the occasion. So I was wearing one of my cultural dress. Hence, it draw crowd to me. So I was interviewed. I never see any of those. I was interviewed. I met Garfield and he threw out his plan to me. Yeah, throw out his plan to me about this. So that's how I'm in volume. I got volume. That's how I'm in volume 2 of Garfield's book. Yeah. I tried everything to set up my own little business. Nothing. I spent money trying to get back in work. I remember my son come here and my son said, imagine for my stop work, I never try to get work. And all those things. Yeah? And some of those things are hurting me. And I don't know. I had my own website. I have this and I have this. And now I am forbidden for doing certain things. And this is what's messing me up. Because you can take away my voice and take away my rights. And then you do whatever. And if I'm not careful, no, I don't want to watch nothing for nothing a month. If I am not careful, yeah, I can be incarcerated for my truth. So even though I have to suppress my truth and know how I speak my truth. So all right. I remember this I seen this young lady. When I go out, people, when I go out, people, I go out to socialize, try and get back into the mix. Try and get back into the mix of who I was. So I meet Garfield, hence this. So during the was it coming around to Christmas, I get email for event from Garfield. So I said, okay. After I was left out of everything now, all I have left is the drumming group. Oh, this thing not moving. All I have left is the drumming group. So I'm going out there. I'm getting back involved in everything. So yes, I see people. They in. So Mimi Owusu, Iman Izanawe decided to hold the microphone for the lady who was interviewing. Each people have their ways and means. I wish now I had not listened to her and got photograph or stuff of her. Even in my house, she tell me she don't want photograph, and I abide by the rule. Yeah. So as I said, that's how I got into because I didn't know about volume one, although I know. Yeah. After everything was said and done, I heard her exciting what she was blowing black awards and whatever. And I said, whatever you're doing, yeah? You see, I can't focus on certain things, whatever. So I'm gonna try and keep focus. After everything is said and done, I'm looking people to engage because I'm blocked out. What I used to do, it's no longer, and I'm looking, I'm fighting, get back in, get back in. So I said to her, whatever you're doing, I would like to be involved. Yes. She said I should talk to her friend. She gave me her card. She gave me her card, and before too long, we linked up. Yes? Okay. We linked up. And before too long, she was here. She wrote in thingy that whatever. I've already put those out there. I don't know how to upload things. I've had training, but I still am a dum dum. Yeah? April, May, June, July. And between that time, I transferred because her friend talked to me, Liz, and whatever, asked me the night. I remember she was going to America to lend her the money. I remember I was on the phone with Jillian. £10,000 in 2 installments transferred to her account at Santander from Nationwide to Santander. When I went to do the transaction, same I'm saying to the lady, they stitch you up, they know your vulnerability. And the young lady was saying to me that yeah, she was saying there was nothing, this, that. So I'm saying, where would I be sending this thing if there is nothing? And you have to consent whether you want to go ahead. So same like at the court, I am not agreeing to certain things. Same like with the risperidone, I'm not taking certain things, denouncing certain things. I said to the lady, the person live local. Don't know where she live. All I know she live local because people conceal whatever, and I am open and honest inviting people here. I called her, I said, and she come, and we went back in the bank. Whatever I said, that has nothing to do with anything. Why would I go to a bank, decided no, I'm not going through with that because it doesn't sound safe. Let me get the person in person because I'm used to doing things in person. The person came, I done the transaction, and I came home. And the next thing I know, I got a letter to do survey, which I did. I'm always honest and upfront. And since the survey didn't have any, as far as I'm concerned, I never had a problem because I made sure whenever there's a problem, that's why nobody's going to tell me I must take risperidone and let them believe I'm taking it. If I take risperidone from them, I know I have to take it. So I'm not going to take risperidone. As the barrister said, take the pill and they won't. Take the treatment and they won't, whatever. And who is the solicitor to have a whole thing? So they're in consultation. The solicitor got Steve Ajira to come off the case. And I got to court the 19th of December and had to be assisted by a duty solicitor. So this duty solicitor now, yeah, yeah. So after the survey now, I got a letter about my behavior in the bank and threatening to close my account and all sorts. Remember, people, I am now with Nationwide where I had an account, joint account with my husband because I stuck with Barclays because I was getting the service. I could go into branch and I get personal attention. I don't have to go push me card in hole. Somebody knows of my vulnerability. So I was treated accordingly. So then when Barclays closed my account now, that's when I got a joint account with my husband. I explained to, before I even take out the account, certain I talked to somebody personal and told them what happened, blah, 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 so I can have that personal touch. And I explained about what Barclays done and whatever. And now to find out Nationwide is doing the same thing and even worse. Yes? So I spoke to them. I said, da 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 da, the Barclays done me that. I can't do the stress, blah blah blah. So that was the first one. Can you imagine having my bank account closed and the troubles that I had? How this triggered me to get something in writing to say my behavior when I know I did not exhibit any of those behavior. I'm not a person who sit on things. So I need it addressed. So even me and my husband and my brother went into the bank. And everything is Mimi Owusu directing me. Everything Mimi Owusu directing me. Mimi Owusu drafted the letter that I should send to nation. Mimi Owusu, Mimi Owusu. Yeah? When I went into the bank, that's when I realized who it was. So it wasn't the person who was serving me who put in the complaint. It was the other person, and this person are black or whatever you want to call them. So one who was serving me and the one sit beside her, only to find out that this is a regular practice. This woman is a thief. And when I use certain terms, I have the fact. So because I went into the branch one day and this man was there at the counter. The man gave her X amount and she only put X amount and was thieving 20 pounds of the man money. So luckily the man looked at the man and said, no, whatever. Now she stood there to go through her all the money in the counter. And she know that she did those things. She went because if you did, the man would have come out now. Because it happened to me. When the man said, no, I gave you X amount, she go through all her counter. So of course, I'm going to talk to the man. So I record the man and I do my thing. I'm not to do those things. So now, they are the victim. They do what they do to me, and because I talk, they are the victim. So right. Mimi Owusu, after I get the letter about my behavior, Mimi was the one who was advising me, drafted letter for me. Da 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 da. April, May, June, July. Okay. By July now, I'm trying to get in touch with Mimi Owusu. She got other money from me. So I gave her £600, gave to help with her business. I don't lie. I sit down and I listen to she and Liz talking and whatever. I gave her £600 to help with her business. So I'm not counting that in whatever I want back. That was given. From before she told me about this fellow who named Harrison, whatever. But cut a long story short, Mimi Owusu, her business, she made up these names, aliases, and using them. Because I got an email from Dexter Blackman after she set me up with them. And I got an email from Dexter Blackman. And I'm talking. I mentioned it to her and she said, oh, it's me. So Mimi have all these aliases. Her business is run under certain criteria. Her black awards. Yeah? So the next thing I know, no, I'm under pressure. I'm fearful of going into nationwide in case they agree, in case they accuse me of this. Then after that it happened. More times again, and the threats keep coming. Now, by July, Mimi Owusu start play their trick. So it's the disappearing trick. We were to meet up, she can't meet. Then she started to tell, she contacted me like Harrison because now she get Harrison doing work for me. She get me somebody to build my website. She get Harrison writing for me. And me now because of my neediness. A person who publish a book, a person with this, but because of my need, and how they make you vulnerable and you believing in this thing, how they're gonna help you. Yeah? So Harrison was right. She get Harrison to contact. She's concerned. Harrison is concerned about Mimi's mental health. till in the end, Mimi, whatever. And the next thing, Mimi starts stalking me, trolling me. And when I talk about trolling and stalking and whatever, she haven't called this morning. Mimi will be calling at my phone at all hours of the morning and night. House phone, mobile phone. My house phone, the number showing that is calling my house phone is my same number. Mimi, in the end, write a 12-page witness statement for the Housing Association. That is what, the same way, that is what helped labored me, although it was after. You don't know me, and people give you certain information, and that is what you use to label me. And them who trigger me, so now I have to make sure. That's why we're after court. On the 17th, I locked myself in the bathroom and I cried until the tears. I was, when my crying was shouting. If you don't understand, it was like, ah, ah, ah. But I was locked in the bathroom. So the cubicle side, I locked myself in there and cried out whatever I need to cry out. Imagine you one in court, seeing your neighbor with her mother who come to with her for support. This man who has never just started working with the company, not even a year, and saying all those things about me. Yes? And it was just too much. So after I came out of the cubicle, I sat on the floor inside the bathroom because I was feeling so weak, catching my breath. At one stage, I see the lady come and look through and then I came out and I sat out the front because I'm weak. And all when they, because I carry my suitcase, it's a source of whatever. And all when they come and they said, all when the security say, oh, we're closed now, I just sat because the cleaners were there. Yeah. And to know that Mimi Owusu, she said how I was sectioned. I'm deaf. So when they hear you talk about certain things, my son was diagnosed as being deaf and dumb. They say whatever. I have no hearing problem. Whatever problem is they have is when I'm triggered. So they know they're triggered. Mimi Owusu send police here on the 7th of July. Mimi Owusu send social services here. The 12 pages they have written it, I've read it, I've done whatever. And nobody's taking those things into consideration. Yeah? Mimi Owusu tried for me to get on my husband's will. But it seemed as if she had plans to, because I was so trusting in Mimi after she come on, so she must have gone and do her studies and know what point to hit. But she was trying for me to get on my own. I was so trusting in Mimi that I even said, let her be power of attorney. Because me, I'm lazy, and if somebody is trying to help me, I need to take off that responsibility, put it on somebody else's shoulder so I can live. The next thing I know, Mimi found the solicitors. Mimi found the solicitors. And on the 17th of July, I sat right there. Because by this, I'm taking cab with my husband. So if we have an appointment, I take the cab. And then when we're coming home, I struggled. We struggled on the bus. But I can't afford to be late. I'll be ready in advance and he'll be start stressing. I said, no worry yourself. I booked this because I know me. I sat right there, right on that sofa, the edge of the sofa there on the 17th of July 2023. I got a letter. I got a letter. I've never heard of these people before. I had no dealings with them. I looked at the letter, read it before I went to the solicitor, and I saw a name on it. I saw a phone number on it. Email was on it. And I called the number. Of course, I'm going to record. That's my backup. That's my safeguarding. Yeah? So you send me your letter. You send me your number. And now it's gonna be used that I use her private this and I use her this. I publish it to whatever. Huh? Me also bring me a tracksuit with black awards. I just wish God would make me sleep to stop this pain, this anguish. But as you see, I have to bear my punishment. Yeah? Me also will be calling me on her here. I'm here. I don't hear her from morning yet. But she'll be, well, they get their glory, so they know exactly what's happening to me. Yeah? I raise concerns and then I take out small claims. So I take me also, I take nationwide, I do whatever. And one district judge sat down and strike out five, say it has no merit. So everything has no merit. And then another HHJ is gonna put civil restraint order on me whilst I'm being stitched up to go to jail for speaking my truth. What is my truth? Apart from the little I'm phoning up about, I have nothing left. The two amounts that I receive, they're gone like a Sammy mouth. So at one time, I have over 100,000 in savings, and it's gone. Gone! Scam, bank, do whatever. Family take, get, and keep getting. And me like I eat, don't do other day. It's my responsibility. After my husband died, I continued looking after his brother. And I sent £1,000 to Donald to help with the funeral. I have nothing left. And now I'm gonna get bill for what I don't do. One is 60 odd and one is 20 odd. I go back to when I said I have issues with family and whatever. I go back to I wish somebody could take me and take care of me until I can take care of myself, but there's nobody. The one person I had who I thought was genuinely Lloyd. And I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk because I had my eyes. I'm not a woman who just jump into relationship, serious relationship like that with anybody based on the fact that I heard my auntie's story of being mad. And as soon as my husband is dead now, you want to come restrict me with your risperidone and say now you're getting rid of me because I refuse treatment. When did they offer this treatment? When? Under what situation? I have no record of. I wrote out to them and I said, please, can we arrange mediation? Candy Smith came here when she came and saw the situation, what was happening with us. She came to interview Tom. She reached out and she arranged mediation. And they come here now. I am this, I am that. I can't talk. But you will come in my house and provoke me. Like the police did. Like you come around my window. And when I record and put it, you make sure you get rid of everything only where I'm swearing. Like swearing is not therapy for me because I'm scared like that I'm gonna do something, but I've never done it. And that's why Dr. Phil Gregory can phone my son Kevin Murray to ask him if he thinks I will attack the neighbor. So you're putting words in my son's mouth. And he like I idiot, I won't do anything to my neighbor, but I will do it to my family. That's why my family is doing what I'm doing. I'm not sparing anybody. I don't deserve what is happening, but I don't know how to go about getting my story across. So now, so it happened the first time, and I get this South London press to come and tell my story. I've been reaching out again. So it happened with this. When my husband and I had savings at Santander, I had to put in complaints. Yeah. After my husband was declining now in health and they saw it, they targeted us. And in the end, I have the video. Nobody's looking at those. Where I refused from going into Santander. So I stand up outside because they didn't want them to accuse me of anything. And I record my husband coming. And by the time I put whatever I put in the knapsack, walk across to the bus stop, everything in the envelope was taken out of the bank. And the police is still. It's gone to the CPS and whatever, wherever, because they arrested somebody and they don't know whatever. But everything now, I'm them pushing forward. And when I put something in, they put civil restraint order on me. How do I say, where is the justice? My case isn't just clear cut like that. They need to go and look why I am in Dr. Maria Hudson's research paper for the Policy Studies Institute, the experience of multiple discrimination. And I'm in that. I'm on King's College London, YouTube, Radar CNS, Dr. Faith Macham. I did 2 years medical research. I started over for want of something to do, but I realized repeating it was not a good experience for me because I wasn't getting any work, I wasn't getting any help, so it became a problem. So I stopped. I remember Katie White used to say, Mervily, you can do a podcast. But then at the same time, I have website, I have LinkedIn, I have where I used to write, where I write things and it was shared on other website about Parkinson's, about dementia, about this, about that, about, yes. I have 12 pages that I created, 12, 18 pages Facebook account. And now I am the bad one who's going to be blamed for antisocial behavior. And as soon as my husband, and nothing that I raise, whatever, it's dated. But you can talk about the same day at court when I'm defending myself and you're up there recording me and talking in court that everybody come and do whatever, post this and whatever. And it's gospel truth. And you're going to say it's because I'm not taking something that can shorten my life. And I had no need for until this came up. And where the solicitor, you work with the solicitor to tell me take the medication and you will let me stay. So then what it's going to do? You don't have a plan where you work with the mayor of London and whoever else to get people in prison. They go in prison, they come out in prison in your care, so you have control and you're making money. That's what it is. Where and when did you try to offer me any help? Apart from when Trina Filbert came. When she just started in May and then she came June. What training did she do for whatever? And they are the ones who are doing equality act assessor. Whatever, I get whatever. No consultation. So I have this whopping bill. I have this whopping bill because of talking for my truth. And I just miss prison. And I'm in an environment where there's 2 security guards. It didn't dawn on me. I'm just because I heard Teresa say, "You're back again." 2 security guards. But yet when police come here and assault me or whatever, and I'm arrested or whatever, and I put in complaints, and it reach IOPC, and it reach here, and it reach there, and it reach there, and then, but you're persistent in this. And you're not understanding if I say a certain name, it's because I have it on paper. I might not have been before you, but I have it on paper about things. Michael Carter of the Solicitors Regulation Authority. How do I know that name? I have names of people from various whatever that I have been in contact with. Robert Lewinsky, the two officers came on the ninth, my son's birthday, because of something that was on YouTube about racism. And this is me. I'm worse off than in a prison, because in a prison they have routine, maybe or whatever. But if I don't make something for, remember, I'm not eating. So once all those skills I have is gone, and as soon as I pick myself again and do something, something else happen. I'm going to getting lost because of whatever. I don't function. I got there yesterday. There was no listing. Luckily, I had somebody. Can you imagine? Came. I'm not in a situation to speak, and the person met me and took some notes, and they would not allow her to speak. But yet me, who lose my voice sometimes, I'm not able to write, and you're offering me pen, and I'm explaining. No, makes no sense. I'll not be able to do any writing. So I have to rely on my memory when I'm relating back certain things, because I can't write it down. That's why I rely a lot on recording now. Why should somebody put me in a situation where I managed all my life? I was there. Two security was to go put me in jail. When I talk about my brother who died in jail, yeah? When I talk about my brother who died in jail and why he died in jail, I never used to talk about my brother. I just couldn't talk because there are certain things I didn't understand. I didn't know anything about sexuality differences. For I grew up in a situation where male and female. So even though it was happening and you hear the innuendos like they call people B man or whatever, whatever. I have no experience of it. It was later on I realized it was happening in my same environment, only I did not know. It was happening in the environment, but I did not know. When certain reality you realize. So even when I got beaten up by one brother, because I was supporting when the whole place turned against my brother, I didn't know what my brother was. I wasn't supporting my brother for that. I'm supporting him as a brother. And that's why I feel so gutted that my family can abandon me and left me to be in this situation. And I'm not going to let this go over too much because I don't know. I'm not at a safe place. I'm not at a safe place and I'm just scared that I might do the unthinkable because I can't manage the pain anymore. I can no longer manage the pain. People, I can no longer manage the pain. And I said it yesterday. I said, if I become the statistic, I said it. If I become the statistic, they'll be responsible, but nobody cares. And nobody understand what I'm saying. But I might become a statistic. Yeah. So none of don't waste my time here. But then I'll do one. I'll just talk today. I'll just talk because I need to talk. And in talking, yeah. So now somebody is going to help me by becoming a Mackenzie friend. I don't know even know what a Mackenzie friend is. And these things are out there, nobody offered me them. My throat is dry. Yeah. So now I am talking my truth, so I just continue because I can't do anything. You hear them? Yeah. So Alex Weekly is dead and everybody, and I see Mr. Seeley. So now I'm just talking. Okay. Choose Jamaica. And my son, I see my son putting up. So I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna go back. The face of a racist killer. Yeah. The face of a racist killer, but nobody will accept the face of an alcoholic who has turned my life into a living hell. Nobody will accept that. So I'll continue to tell my truth, and I'm putting what was that one? I'm putting my family. I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. Okay. So they closed my file. I'd contacted them about whatever. They closed the file. So they must know that I whatever. Okay. Makes no sense. Yeah. This is what they do, people. I reach out. I reach out and everybody just they close. I totally agree. It's hard. It is hard, and I accept that because if I wasn't a strong person, I wouldn't be here. It's not easy. Everything I try. See, I did contact a solicitor about whatever, but nobody is gonna work for me because as everybody knows, I am. It's like me one against the world. Me one because I have here a drink driver. She went to prison for drink driving, and they're gonna send me to prison on her word that I am doing things that she's doing to me. He said nobody has ever kicked my door. Nobody. She used to kick the door every morning she leave, but because she's light and whatever, she's sucked out. She's sin. So it don't affect me. It's when the man start kicking it. But when the man kicks it, he kicks it. He maybe go away for another 5 minutes. He come back again. He give it another powerful kick. He goes away and then he give it another powerful. So we'll give it 3 kicks in the space of a few minutes. The amount of card numbers I have, yeah, the amount of card numbers that I have, and it's not no. So why should they tell me I cannot talk my story? So I'll talk my story from my life and intertwine it because on my YouTube I talk everything. I even talk about how I had sex at an early age and didn't have sex again for years because I had a very terrible experience. That's why no man can fool me easily. So when that man from Streatham, I told you I went there and I just decided, you know what? I was seeing through him. All he was interested in is getting my money. That man is packing barrel, I gave him money. I'm the one always giving. And believe me, don't bother me. I'm that generous type. I give him money. I say goodbye. Have a party and invite your friends. Hmm? And why can't people see this and understand what I'm going through? Yeah? My husband died. Lloyd's Bank is saying about my mouth is sore, see? Again my mouth is sore, my lip is sore. And those things don't count. Yeah? So that's me also. So I can't talk my truth. Yeah? I can't talk my truth. How I don't have a GP.